So I have to hold this camera so it doesn't fall again. So, packaging and fake life. I came across a conversation video online recently where someone was talking about the difference between packaging and living a fake life. And for the most part, it made a lot of sense, especially when he spoke about how a billionaire would not easily entrust his hundreds of millions in your hands if you showed up at his meeting on a bike, if you flew bike, to arrive at his meeting. But I did notice a gap in the conversation, and it's a dangerous gap, especially for we youths. In life, there is something called process. Okay, you don't usually go from flying bike to managing hundreds of millions. Not be Nigerian film it is. This is a Nigerian film where you run into one old classmate and it's like, you were so kind to me back then in school, I'm going to change your life, and then 2 months later, wham, containers all over the place. Please, no. Okay, even in the Bible, the servant who traded with 5 talents was given 10. The servant who traded with 2 talents was given 4, as in 2 more, and the first one 5 more. Even the one with 5, it wasn't given 50, it wasn't given 100, it wasn't given 200. So you usually would not go from flying bike to managing hundreds of millions. No, if you're flying bike, then it makes sense that you can go from that to managing hundreds of thousands, of naira, and then from hundreds of thousands, you graduate to handling a couple of millions, and then from a couple of millions, you handle tens of millions, and then from tens of millions, you handle hundreds of millions, and then even in that hundreds of millions, there's grade. You have 2 people saying, I earn 9 figures. But if the first person's first figure in that 9 figure is 8 and above, and your own is just 1, you are not in the same class. That person is earning 8 times more than you. So if you are now working with this billionaire and you want to handle hundreds of his millions, that means chances are high that you are already handling tens of millions. And if you're already handling tens of millions, you suppose don't get your own car. You won't show up on a bike now. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a luxury car, but you certainly would not be showing up on a bike. Through knowing someone. I know someone who's handled projects worth billions of naira, and he doesn't drive a Benz. Now Nissan in the drive. So let's be careful of this whole packaging thing. Let it not be that, because you are justifying that you are not living a fake life, that it is packaging. That packaging can very easily become another version of fake life if you are not careful. And because now it's not just a case of you are doing it for people to admire you and see you as being what you are not. You're actually doing it because you are trying to seek access to funding and this thing. You're on your highway to being a criminal. You're a thief and they will arrest you. So this is just an admonition. Be careful, all in the name of packaging. Don't, as you're looking forward to, in the words of somebody, as you're looking forward to eat, not go find something when go can chop you. So a word is enough for the wise. And that's it for today's episode.